Welcome to our Capital Recovery Center, where we focus on two key concepts. How can we help you with your recovery today? And what does recovery mean to you? Tune in Tuesdays at 10 a.m. to our coffee and conversation meeting and Thursdays at 1 p.m. to our All Recovery meeting. For updated information, follow our Capital Recovery Center Facebook page.
Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to our All Recovery meeting. My name is Karen and I'm one of your recovery coaches.
Good afternoon. My name is Mike, one of your recovery coaches. How are you?
So today, just a reminder, we are out next week for Rome on April 16th,
All right.
which is a Wednesday in Vineland and Northeast Boulevard in Wood. And then also on Monday, on Monday.
Monday? 18th?
Yeah. I'm reading the March, the March schedule.
Oh, was it?
Sorry, Wednesday, April 20th, we're gonna be at the street parking between Wood and Plum. And we will also be out on Monday.
That's 8 March.
Yeah, this one's March.
All right, we'll figure it out. I'm just getting here. I got a whole 5 hours. 4 hours. All right, so don't forget we open to the public, everybody. You can come to this meeting in person and you can take or watch it online, but we prefer if you can come in and share with us. And today we're going to be talking about, we're going to also, I forgot the evening hours, Tuesday, the 18th, Tuesday, the 19th, we will be open all the way till 9 p.m. We're going to have different groups and things that we're going to be doing on that day. We're going to start doing different activities. And on Saturday, we will be here from 11 to 2. So starting the week of the 18th, we will be here on the 19th, which is Tuesday, all the way up until 9 p.m. And then that Saturday, we will be open to the public from 11 to 2. And again, we will be having little things that we will be doing. So stay tuned. We'll be announcing all that every day. Mostly.
There's the North Country.
9 of them.
Okay. All right. Well then, we can
Start. Yeah. Okay. But that's good. I'm glad you reminded. But anyway, listen, we're going to talk about ways to control your life in addiction recovery. This is everything we try to present on at Capital Recovery Center to you is things that individuals might overlook. Sometimes we don't pay attention to these things, so we're going to just make enlighten you to some of them. If you already are familiar with them, that's a plus. If you just need to revive it in your memory, that's also a plus. And if you never started implementing these things, that's something that you should start doing. So these are different ways. This is not like an exhaustive list. So you might have different ways too. This is just something that we're going to go over. And it talks about ways to control your life in addiction recovery. It says in the 12-step program, participants are often encouraged to acknowledge that they are not in control of their lives, that instead a higher power is in charge. In early recovery, this can be an encouraging thought. Essentially, the idea is that you do not have to worry about what you are going to do next, or if you will relapse, or how people will respond to you in recovery. All you have to do is show up, stay sober, and consider each choice that presents itself to you, making decisions based on what is best for your sobriety. Later in recovery, as you feel more solid, however, it is time to take control of your life and determine what direction you would like to take. what you would like to accomplish and how you want to define yourself now that you are no longer hindered by the drug and alcohol use. And this is in late recovery. This is the stage that I will put myself in. Whereas though drugs and alcohol can't hinder me. I literally don't have any desire for any drugs or any alcohol, right? So later in our recovery, we can start telemaking how we want to accomplish things in our life. Now, in early recovery, it still have a pull on you. And if I want to put time on early, I would be like from 1 day to 5 years. It might be shorter than that. Early recovery probably be like 2 or 3 years. But I will put so much pressure on myself. I've made a statement to my friends. I came from nothing, and I am determined not to go back to nothing. So everything in my life that I do, I have the mindset that I can't go back to that nothing. That was nothing. So here we're talking about in later recovery, or you might be in early recovery. It depends on where you are. Every person is in a different stage. Number one, it says, figure out what being in control means to you. So number one, we're talking about taking control of your life. The first one is figure out what being in control means to you. Do you feel like you are in control when you are able to walk away from situations that cause you stress without exploding or imploding? Are you hoping to feel more financially secure, having enough money in the bank to manage whatever surprise expenses come your way? Is your schedule the place where you want to feel like you are in charge? Choosing your work schedule or being able to travel when or where you like. Decide what you need to have happen to feel like you are in control in your life. So you got to understand, figure out what being in control means to you, because that will be different for each individual. Some people might focus on their finances. It might be their living situation. It might be a lot of different things. But the number one key is for you to figure out what being in control means to you. All right?
Number 2, accept your past. The only way to move forward is to acknowledge where you have been and the role your experiences have played in creating who you are today. No matter what that looks like, the fact is that you would not be who you are now without those experiences, and in some cases, they may actually serve to help you identify your purpose going forward.
Nice. Accept your past. My motto is allow your past to push you to your destiny. Just because it was my past, it doesn't. A lot of times, sometimes people allow their past to hold them. We should accept the past. It's the past. The only power the past has over you is the power you give it. So accept that part of your life and keep moving to the next stage. If you accept it, acknowledge where you have been. Keyword, where you have been. You should not be currently still in that place. All right. So what number 2? When we talk about no matter what it looks like, the fact that is that you will not be who you are now without those experiences. That's so true, man. I thought I can teach my children certain things that I learned from my experience, and then I realized, dang, I can't. Because the only way I learned it by going through certain stuff. So some of the things you probably want to teach to somebody else, or you yourself might want to learn, it'll come through the process of your own personal experience in that area. And this fluctuates from different persons. Let's go to number 3. Number 3, accept your current situation. You are where you are. Blame, guilt, regret, and anger, none of these serve to change your position. Wow. Getting focused, however, and taking control of your life can help you to alter anything that is not to your liking in your current situation. So you accept your current situation. You are where you are. Blame, guilt, regret, and anger, none of these can serve to change your position. Man, you gotta accept your current situation. And don't be discouraged. Try not to get discouraged if you're coming from a treatment facility. You don't have a job, your relationships are not intact, just accept your current situation and realize that it goes, as long as you keep going forward, those things will start to get rectified one by one. So let's look at
Number 4, right?
4, yeah.
Know what your values are. What do you prioritize in life? What means the most to you? Choosing a direction that allows you to live out a value that is close to your heart can serve to keep you motivated and inspired and sober.
That's good stuff. Know what your values are. What do you prioritize in life? You gotta have something. You gotta have something that a standard. When you have a standard, I always use the situation with me having relatives, friends that still smoke and drink, but I don't do it. So at my home, I don't allow it to be done at my home. But that's my values. That's my value system, and it's nothing against the individuals. That's the same way you have to do. You have to know what your values are. Choose a direction that allows you to live out a value that is close to your heart. So that's everybody. Know your values, so you don't have to in later recovery or in early recovery or later recovery. It doesn't even matter. You still got to know what your values are. Let's go. What's the next one? 5.
Yep.
Identify what you want to change. Identify. Think about where you live, your day-to-day schedule. What do you do for a living? How you feel when you wake up, and how you feel when you are with people who play the larger roles in your life. Notice what causes you anxiety, discomfort, agitation. Pick the one that is easiest to fix. Wow, and start there. Identify what you want to change. Everybody should have something, or everybody does have something that they would like to change. But I remember my pastor preaching and him saying, when a person wants to change something on their own, it's nothing that they won't do. It's so profound, because when you identify what you want to change, you'll do whatever is necessary. You'll do whatever is necessary. I was talking, and that can be, when you identify what you want to change, it can also be thought pattern. Your thought pattern can be wrong, and you gotta identify where you having those bad thoughts. Those gotta be changed. But if you never identify them, you'll keep having those same thoughts, unrealistic thoughts too. Number 6.
Create a plan to make it happen. In some cases, you may be able to make simple changes, but if you are working to take control of your life on a grand scale, you are going to want to map out a more detailed path to accomplishing your goals. It can help to make a list of all you want to achieve, pick the one that is simplest, and create a program that will help you get there. For example, if you want to improve mood, decrease likelihood of illness, and improve your ability to stay sober, start by going to bed and getting up at the same times each day. Regular restorative sleep will empower you in the accomplishment of all the other changes that are coming. So if you don't know where to start, this is a great place to begin.
That's good stuff.
That's like trying to wake up early and maybe waking up early 15 minutes earlier every day.
And then practice doing it 1 day, 2 days, then it become natural. I think that's good when you create a plan to make it happen. Create a plan to make it happen, because a lot of times people create plans, they just don't execute.
Yeah.
Like, when you gonna start executing? You had 18 meetings and nobody did nothing. Create a plan to make it happen. I like where it says, so if you don't know where to start, this is a great place to begin. When it says that, you gotta find somewhere to start. We can use exercise. I want to work out. When you say it, do it. That's your start. Because when you keep saying I want to will turn into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Next thing you know, it's New Year's, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do this shit.
New Year's resolution.
Yeah. All right, number 7, identify your motivation. What keeps you going, inspired, excited? Wow. List why you want to do what you want to do and refer back to the list when your attention wanders or you begin to forget why you are working so hard. What keeps you going? What keeps you inspired? What keeps you excited? That's a good thing to identify your motivation, because initially when I started out on my 13 years of getting clean, I actually was motivated to do it for like my kids. Yeah, it really wasn't for me. It was just like to shut other people up. Like, I'm tired of hearing y'all, so I'm gonna just get clean. That's so stupid. But you be like, I'm gonna just get myself together so y'all can shut up. Not even thinking, no, you need to get yourself together because you need it.
Right.
But eventually I identified a motivation in the process of that I was gonna do on my own. So you can start and have motivation somewhere else, but also it'll just grow into it being your own motivation.
Number 8 is manage your emotions. Emotional responses to situations, people, and sudden changes are normal, but they can't stop you from being in control of what happens to you and how your life will proceed. We cannot control what others do to us, but we can control how we respond to changes in our lives. In almost every case, a huge emotional reaction is only going to complicate matters and cause more difficulties. Instead, take a step back, respond however you like privately, and then take a deep breath and focus on how you will adjust and adapt to the new things happening in your life and relationships. And that's good. I like when it says that you cannot control what others do, but you can control how you respond to changes or how you respond to what's going on with your life.
How you respond. And it's a creed. It's called attitude is more positive. Attitude is more important than facts. And it says attitude is 10% of what happened to us, 90% of how we respond to it. So it says no matter what happens, the key is how you respond. And that's exactly what it was saying. Respond however you live life privately, and then take a deep breath, focus on how you will adjust and adapt to new things happening in your life and relationship. Your response to it, no matter who I talk to, if they suffered the relapse, if you ask them, what you think made you relapse, it's actually a loaded trick question, because I want to see if they just say, you know what, man, and put it on themselves instead of giving me all this stuff.
Accountability.
Soon as they start off, with the argument with my wife, I said, it's over. You're going the wrong way. It's your point right to, I made this decision. So, when you managing your emotions is very important, because whatever you do or however you respond will dictate the outcome of that situation. Next, let's go. We're moving here. Work. Is it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, work on attitudes and perspectives that may be holding you back in therapy. If you feel like you are often out of control, the victim of others, or otherwise being inhabited by outside sources from getting what you want, it may be time to address some of the assumptions you may not even realize you hold. In many cases, you will find that these are actually stopping you from gaining the control you want in life, and that shifting needs will help you to live life on your terms. Prioritize self-care, getting good sleep, quit smoking, getting up.
You were on the roll.
You just gonna.
I was like, okay. He's skipping.
It was good. It was good. I read some good stuff, and she's like, you know what? All right, take mine out, Mike. Yo, working on attitude is good, man. This is so powerful. It says you will find that these are actually stopping you from gaining the control you want in life, and that shifting fees will help you to live life on your terms. I like that word, shifting. This is my shifting season. That's my last book I wrote.
I have to read it.
Huh?
So I have to read it.
Yeah. to answer.
All right, number 10 is prioritizing self-care. Getting good sleep, quitting smoking, getting to and maintaining a healthy weight, seeing the doctor regularly, getting regular dental checkups, undergoing recommended mental and physical health screenings, and making other positive choices that help you to stay healthy will help you to be at your best no matter what comes your way. When you are taking control of your personal health and wellness, you are in a better position to take control of other areas of your life.
Yeah, that's good. This is a good devotion. This is a good a meeting, man. Remember, y'all can always come in because I think we're going to go over this again on Tuesday. Yeah. I think we're gonna do this again. We're gonna go over this again Tuesday because when you're talking about ways to take control of your life in addition to recovery, it's something that you might have to go. It's a repeat. When you learn by I've learned by repetition. The more you repeat something over and over. So when we're talking about taking control of your life in addition to recovery, I think we're gonna have to repeat this. We're gonna go over it again Tuesday. And remember, our evening hours are coming. We're gonna have how to build capital recovery, building your recovery capital. And we're gonna have different groups, everything. Man, we're gonna have a lot going on here. Stop in 8:30 to 4:30, 72 North Pearl Street. We're open to the public. You come in. We're gonna have movie night.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Popcorn.
movie night. We're gonna make a little flyer. They have movie night, recovery movie night in May. So look out for that and hope y'all come attend. We're gonna start promoting that. Do recovery movie night. All right, you guys, we see you later.
Have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend.